Hello, hello, crafty friends. How are you? Happy Friday. It's the weekend. Super, super excited. Today is week 4 for my 8 weeks of Christmas. Let's review back. So if you're just joining me for the first week, welcome. I'm happy to have you. Let's see, last week, week 3, we made these fun angle cards. So you can go back in the videos or you can go to my YouTube channel at Crafty Diva USA. You'll find the angle card. Then week 2, we made these gift cards. So you can go back and find that. This was also week 2. I'm sorry, week 3. It was week 4. Wait, hold on. How many did we do? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the wrong thing back here. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. Yes, this was week 3, the angle card. Week 2 is the pocket gift card holder. This was week 2, pocket gift card holder. And then week 1 was this gift card. Yeah, and I have my card kit cards in here, and that's what I was confusing me. I was like, why is there more cards? Is this the wrong week? What am I saying? So if you want to find any of those cards, you can go back in my events history to find that event, or like I said, you can just go to my YouTube channel and you can find it there. All right, let me move my light over here. All right, there. That was a little bit in my way. So welcome. So today, like I said, we are on week 4, and here is what we are going to be making today. So I'm going to show you, we are going to play with the Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. I love this embossing folder. Last month in my last card kit, I used this a lot. I had a Peaceful Evergreens card kit, and I did use that. So I wanted to show you one technique using this embossing folder. So if you can see, okay, I ran my white ink pad over that because it's raised, so it has sort of a snow look to it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. And then again, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I have lots of shimmer brush on there, so it's really glistening. And also, this is Pool Party cardstock. I ink blended a little Pool Party around this, but today I'm going to do it maybe one shade darker. I'm going to try, so instead of doing Pool Party on top of Pool Party, I'm going to try Coastal Cabana. No promises, but I have an extra piece cut, so we'll see. But we're going to do that. We're going to do some ink blending. I'm going to show you this embossing folder, and then how to swipe that white ink pad. And then for the sentiment here, I used the Greetings of the Season. I used this die cut and then a sentiment, and I did some heat embossing. So I will just go through heat embossing just as a little reminder. You know, we forget sometimes these techniques, what to do. So this is the card we're going to be making. Super easy card that you can reproduce, recreate multiple times for your holiday gift card making. Now, you can also add another layer inside this card if you'd like to. I would do Pool Party in white and I would put it inside, and I probably will do that, but just not for today's purpose of the video. So let me get all my bits and pieces out. All right, so we are going to start with an A2 sized card base. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. All right, and I have 2 pieces of Pool Party because I, unfortunately, do not have regular white ink. I only have pigment-based ink, so mine's going to be a little wet still, so I could heat emboss it, but just in case, I'm going to do it in steps. And then I have a finished panel just like this that we can just put our card together, so I can put all the pieces to the side. Okay, so now, let me give you some measurements here. This Pool Party is 4 by 5 1/4, And then I have a piece of silver cardstock, and that's just 1/8 of an inch bigger. Okay, so that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then that's just going to adhere on top of our A2 size card base. Now I also have this beautiful silver and white ribbon that we're going to tie around. As you can see here, we're going to tie around there, and then we're going to do a little bit of heat embossing. So first, what we're going to do is we are going to, I'm going to bring in my embossing machine. I have the Close to My Heart. I only use this Close to My Heart machine to do my 3D embossing folders. I love it. You just need these 2 plates, the 1 plate and the 4 plate. And all I'm going to do is put my cardstock inside. I'm going to line it exactly how I want it. Okay, and then I'm going to put down my 4 plate. Oh, let me move everything out over here. I'm going to open up the back side, and then I'm just going to crank this through. It makes a big pop at the end. Okay, now actually I'm going to keep this here. I have another panel. I am going to, just in case, I want to have 2 panels ready to go, and that's okay because I'm going to make more of these cards anyway for my personal stash. So if I don't need this for this video, I will need it anyway for my crafting, so it will not go to waste. Okay. I'll show you the result as soon as I get all this out of the way. Great machine for 3D embossing folders. Okay, look at this. So this is just a pool party panel. Look at the dimension on that. Again, this is the Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. Okay, is there an item number? Yes, 164026. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to get a piece of scrap. Let me get some scrap for my background here. All right, I'm going to start with the pool party, okay? I have my blending brush. I'm just going to lightly ink it up, tap off the side, and I'm just going to start blending in. Okay, so you want to first blend, and I don't have to go up. I was saying in the beginning of the video, if you were here with me, I was going to do it in a coastal cabana, but I think the pool party is coming out just the right color that I was liking. So that's what you want to do. Go over your trees a bit at the bottom, just to give it some nice dimension. Okay, now I'm just going to do this other one since it's here. So tap off and then start blending inward. And it's okay if there's a lot here, don't worry about it. You know, it gives nice dimension. And hopefully you can pick that up in the video. Okay, so I have 2 panels ready to go. And I was going to go a shade darker and use Coastal Cabana, but I'm just happy with the way the pool party came out. I will say, I think in my example card, let me bring that back in. I think I was afraid to go a little heavy. Maybe that's it, but I still love it, and I can still tell. Okay, so that was phase 1 of our panels, right? So now what we're going to do is we are going to take our, I'm going to try to heat mine, but you're going to use a white ink. I have pigment ink, so that's all I have right now. The Stampin' white ink is coming in from Close to My Heart. I'm sorry, from Stampin' Up. I just ordered it, so it'll be on its way. Now, what you want to do, so see how the Close to My Heart inks, the stamp pad, see that there's a lot of depth there? That's really good. And the Stampin' Up pads are the same. Like if we looked at this one, so you can see there's a nice depth of the stamp pad. So you'll be able to do this with Stampin' Up pads also. So all you want to do is, I'm going to lightly swipe because I want to hit the raised parts of my cardstock. Okay, so see, I just lightly ran that over and it kind of just made that white. So I'm just kind of sticking to where I know the cardstock is raised. Because let me show you. I guess you can't see there. I thought I went a little bit too far up once and it like white got over here, but I guess it blended in. Oh, I love the way this one's coming out. See, after you do it a few times. Okay, I don't want to get cocky now and ruin this, but I do want a little bit more up here. So I'm going to try to go. All right, I think that is good. Okay, I'm good. I'm not going to keep going. All right, so I'm just going to set this aside and I'm going to do this other one just while I have this out, and you get to just see me do the technique another time. There's not much to putting this card together. Now, if you wanted to do this with the pool party color, you certainly could tone on tone. I'm just trying to do this to look like snow. I can also, since this is embossing powder, you know what? I mean, since this is embossing ink, we're going to try that with this one. We're going to try to throw some clear embossing powder on this and maybe heat set it. And we're going to see what we get. All right, we're going to do that right now. I'm going to turn my heat gun on to get it nice and hot. I have clear right here. Let's see what happens. I think I need another piece. Hold on. I got to use this piece. Hold on. Let's do this. Oh, it did stick to it. Okay, we want to get some of this off. Okay. Oh, I think this is going to be cool. Okay, I'll dip that back in. Okay, we'll get this out of the way for now. All right, where is my tweezer? Let me grab this and let's start heating this. I'm going to see if this gets that like glossy effect to it, what I'm thinking. Oh, it is. All right, so this one's cool. We're gonna have this one have some glossiness to it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, I knew I was using pigment ink, so why not just do what pigment ink does and get the snow glistening on here. And then it also looks like ice. It's really cool. When I hold it up close, you'll see. But there's a lot to heat up on here. I hope you're enjoying this series, and I hope to do these more next year. So I'm going to be thinking about how I'm going to be restructuring my schedule and my lives next year. So definitely, you know, follow me. So you catch all my posts. Look at this. I love it. Look, look, look. Okay. I know maybe you can't see, but hold on. So it's white and clear. So it's almost like ice. Oh my God. I love this. Okay. Love that. We're going to use that one, but let me just heat this one a second. Cause I did have, cause I do want to use the my shimmer brush on this, and it was pigment ink. So it could be a little wet. So I'm just going to heat set it. But oh, I love this. Can you see that? Let me put it up really close. So do you see where it's, oh, look. You can see it that way. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, am I burning my paper here? I'm not even paying attention. Jesus. Okay, I should be good. All right, so I love this. This is the one we're going to use. Y'all know that I love that. I'm super excited over it. Let me get this out of the way before I make an embossing powder mess. All right, now, where are we? All right, so we should just stick with the embossing right now. I'm going to take out my Season's Greetings. We're going to do another Season's Greetings. Actually, Merry Christmas. Do we want... Can I fit Merry Christmas in there? Let's see. No, I'm going to do... No, I'll just keep Season's Greetings. Okay, so we are going to take a little bit of our... So, heat embossing again. I'm just going to stamp Season's Greetings with my Versamark ink. All right, and then I'm going to use silver embossing powder for my sentiment. Let that sit in there a second. I'll clean all this up after. All right, I need that heat tool again. Watch the magic. There we go. Like, that one wasn't finished today. Okay, so there's my Season's Greetings. So this makes a great tag and label bundle, because let me show you how easy this is. So this is the die that I want to use. I'm just going to run this through my machine really quick. Over here, I will use my electronic machine. So I apologize for this noise. So this embossing folder, if you can do embossing, if you can do 3D embossing folders on your die machine, whichever you have, and you can get the Stampin' Up! Through there, this is a great set. So see how we have a little circle? This cuts out a little circle there. That's great because you can see here, I fed it through. I don't have this hanging like a tag. I just put a little glue dot behind it to keep it. So I'll just show you how to do that. Okay, so this is a definite bundle. Again, greetings of the season. All right, so now I'm going to bring in that. Because I love this one, we're going to use the one that I heat embossed. I'm going to grab my clear shimmer brush. Let me get another scrap. All right, so I did already go ahead and make a panel. So this panel already is inked, which I could have did a little bit more. I did already put my white ink on here, and I put my shimmer brush. So I have another panel. Here's another panel. So I have a few to make cards, but we're going to try to work with this one. And I already heat embossed it, so it's a little, got that sheer enamel effect to it. But I'm just going to use some shimmer brush, and this is an optional step. You don't have to do this. Just making a little puddle, and I'm just going to start painting, yeah, my trees. Perfect. Yeah, with this and that clear, with the embossing powder, the clear embossing powder, this is really nice. Okay. And you can just be, you do not need to be look at that. Can you see that? You do not need to be, you know, like super neat. Just, you saw how I was coloring. Okay, so that is on top of the, we're just going to let that dry a minute. Here is, this was just, I swiped it with the white ink. So again, because I am going to use these panels, I'm not letting them go to waste. I am just going to color the trees just like this. Just do, you know, keep going over this. You just want to watch. You don't want to get your cardstock too wet because it's not waterproof cardstock. So I have two panels here, one that I already made. This one here, I'm going to use this for another. So I have two extra to use for cards. But today we're going to use this one because I love it. It's my favorite. Did I tell you that? All right. So hopefully this is dry. We are going to just easily flip that over. I'm going to put some green glue on the back and adhere that to my, just because I don't want to push down so hard and get all the and get all the sparkles on my surface. For some reason, my Sweet Petunia thing is not working great. I mean, I'm squeezing and squeezing and the glue's not coming out, but it's full of glue. I keep clearing, you know, the with a pin. I don't know what's going on. I'm really upset because I love that thing. If anyone has that, can you help troubleshoot with me? I'm going to even try tomorrow. I'm just going to fill up the ink, the adhesive in it. I mean, it's not totally full, but it's definitely half full. All right, so I'm just trying not to push so hard because it is still just a little bit wet here. Okay, all right. We're just going to turn it over a second and I'll push down with my card. Okay. Love it. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take some ribbon and I'm just going to bend it and get it really small so that I can get it fed. I want to feed it up. Here we go. Okay. So I'm pulling it forward like this. All right. So now what I want to do is figure where I'm going to put that and just, well, I want to pull it all the way to the end because I don't want to waste all this great ribbon. So I'm going to flip it over. And I am going to use a little bit of Scotch tape here. Okay. Now, I'm going to make sure that's flat. Flip it over. And another piece of Scotch tape, and then I'm gonna nip that off. Okay, so this is what I mean. I'm not using this as a tag. See how it's flapping? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my mini glue dots, and I'm first going to put a dot of a mini glue dot to hold the ribbon to the card so that the ribbon stays stationary, and then I'm going to put a mini glue dot under the tag to hold the tag down, because you would think that with the glue dot here it would be enough to get through that ribbon. It's not. I tried it already. So now we're going to put that. Just make sure it's even. There you go. Just hold that down. All right, and then we are going to take our card base and we are just going to adhere that to the front of our card. So, like I said, my series here is to show you quick and easy cards that you can recreate and mass produce. And let me tell you, how easy would it be to just cut out some panels? All you gotta do is cut out 2 panels, right? Sit there and feed it all through the embossing machine, and then just start inking away and getting messy inky fingers, and then doing your beautiful trees however you'd like. And then you put a little ribbon and cut out this beautiful tag. And this is like a non-traditional color. So just think, do this in so many different colors. This will be beautiful in a purple. Do your trees in a purple. This is Pool Party. So part of this was to show you a non-traditional Christmas colors. And I've been also trying to keep that theme throughout. If you look at last week's card, right? So trying to keep some non-traditional Christmas colors for some projects. So that's why I'm doing that. And I am going to do, obviously I have 2 more panels that I'm going to do the same card, but then I'm going to do it in other colors as well. So lastly, you just want to put a little bit of bling on here. So I'm using the flat adhesive backed pearls. And we are just going to put one on our tag. So, you know, the power of 3 here. This is kind of how I always learned. It's 3, or lately it's like 2, right? But super easy card. Stamp the inside, you know, throw a panel in that, a mat in that if you want here, and stamp that. An easy peasy Christmas card. So I hope you enjoyed this. And you know what? If you do not celebrate Christmas, you can certainly slap a different sentiment on the front here. These trees are just representing winter. So it could be really anything that you want with a winter theme. So I hope you enjoyed this card. Follow me if you want to keep up with all my crafty news. And I linked my newsletter, my private group that you'd like to join. We do games in there all month, and I have some creative sessions for things to keep you crafting all month. But yeah, so if you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.